So our first quarterfinal, and the defending champion takes his leave this year in Sydney. Next up is the first of our two women's singles quarterfinals. It features the world #1 Tai Tzu Ying against the silver medalist from last year's Olympic Games, Pusarla Sindhu. After that we'll have men's doubles, then mixed doubles, and then we'll finish with a second women's singles.
The Three Sisters are just one of many natural attractions in the Blue Mountains, just an hour west of Sydney. 1 million hectares of towering forests, sandstone cliffs, canyons, waterfalls and bushlands. If that's not enough, the road to regional New South Wales has a diverse range of landmarks to discover and unique experiences to enjoy. The town of Parkes was made famous in the movie The Dish. Looks like some Hollywood legends are still hanging around.
So as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, from quarterfinal stage, we've only got 4 different nations. We've got 3 Japanese players, 2 from India, 2 from China, and 1 from Chinese Taipei. There's 3 Olympic medalists and 1 medalist from the Youth Olympic Games in those 8 players. So half of the players with some form of Olympic medal on International Olympic Day. And this is where it's all happening. Sydney for the Australian Open. And here comes the world #1, Tai Tzu Ying of Chinese Taipei. What an incredible run she has had over the last few months. Pusarla Sindhu, her opponent, is the #5 seed. And of course was the silver medalist in the Rio de Janeiro last year. Lost out that Olympic final to Carolina Marin, who was the #2 seed here in Sydney, but departed in the very first round, losing her first match to the Olympic bronze medalist, Nozomi Okuhara. What a first round encounter. Gold medalist against a bronze medalist. Well, that's how tough these Super Series events are.
Black or red?
Red.
Red for the PV.
So
Black,
Joshua Hope from Australia is our umpire for this one.
Red. You want that in?
Well,
do you want to
Tai Tzu Ying,
receive? Okay.
so far this year, has won 27 matches and lost just 1. And in that interim period has won 4 titles. I checked what Roger Federer had been doing this year, and he's won 3 titles, and he's got a win-loss record of 19-2. Rafa Nadal 43-6 and 4 titles. So Tai Tzu Ying is up there with the very best athletes in the world. She's 23 years of age. In fact, she turned 23 on Tuesday. And she is the world #1, enjoying her 29th consecutive week as world #1. And this is her 4th quarterfinal here at the Australian Open. The first time was when it was a Grand Prix Gold event rather than part of the Super Series. Now, in the first round, she played against a player promoted from the qualifying, Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland. And then in the second round, can you believe this, a repeat of the All England final. Ratchanok Intanon, the former world champion, and beat her in 2 straight games, as you saw, 21-11, 21-18 in just 34 minutes. I watched that. The first game of that was a masterclass. So to Pusarla Sindhu, the #5 seed. She's gone down 1 place in the world ranking this week to #4. She did spend 1 week in early April earlier this year as world #2. Born in Secunderabad, just north of Hyderabad, and she was a quarter-finalist here 3 years ago. Now, she had a real battle in the first round against the winner of the Indonesian Super Series last week, Sayaka Sato. Came through in 3 games in 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then yesterday beat the winner of the Swiss Grand Prix Gold, Chen Xiaoxin of China. Tough for the players playing in the final in Jakarta to make it here in time, and I suspect that that was the downfall of Sato from Japan. To take nothing away from Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. Now, as you can see, this is the 10th meeting between these two players of the previous 9. Tai Tzu Ying has won 6 of them, including the last 2, and the last time they met was in the quarterfinal of the All England Championships, which of course Tai Tzu Ying went on to win. The first ever player from Chinese Taipei to even reach an All England final, and of course to win a title, as we look at our court officials.
12. Ready to play.
So the last time that Pusarla Venkata Sindhu beat her opponent of today was in the last 16 of the Olympics.
Yeah, and I don't think she want to swap with the last 2 defeats for that one.
So 2 Indonesian men on the Indian coaching bench. And that's Mulyo Handoyo and Hariawan, his assistant coach. No, for Pusarla Venkata Sindhu, I mean, that Rio Olympic Games experience, first female athlete ever from her country in any sport to win an Olympic silver medal, and I gather 66 million people in India alone watched that final.
Yeah. Fantastic effort. The most surprising medal winner of the 3 at the Olympics. Okuhara had played well, and Marin was, of course, the favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tai Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Pusarla V. Sindhu, India. Pusarla V. Sindhu to serve, love all, play.
So the Olympic silver medalist Pusarla Venkata Sindhu gets this quarter-final underway against the world #1 Tai Tzu Ying, and already in this first rally some glorious skills from the world #1. First loss since the Super Series finals in Dubai last week at the quarter-final stage for this lady. Brought to an end a 27-match winning streak.
And the rumors were that she was bugged by a little cold or flu thing in Indonesia.
I heard that too. Not feeling 100%. Yeah, but she has such glorious skills, does Tai Tzu Ying. Seems to be able to create winners and angles out of seemingly impossible positions. Overdone it.
Yeah.
So, Steen, what do you think Pusarla needs to do in this match if she's going to overcome the world #1 tactically?
Well, I think she can more or less rely on her normal game in terms, if normal means, not badly put, but when Sindhu is playing well, she's a really tough player to beat for the shorter players on the Super Series circuit, because she's got such a great reach, and she's so energetic on course, and she's got a really strong smash. So what about this, about the All England loss and so on? Well, Sindhu winning this Olympic silver medal as the first Indian badminton player ever to win a silver medal at the Olympics has sort of raised the attention level a lot. And you could say that she's, in this season, she's had to play on while capitalizing on that Olympic silver medal. So I think Sindhu's got the weapons to beat Tai Tzu Ying if she's somewhere close to her top level.
Service over.
Well, there's not an awful lot you can do against that. Look how close this one is to the net. Hits the top of the tape and just dribbles over. Oh, excellent. Well taken. Hardly any backswing there.
No. And she puts pressure on with the smash, and she's moving well, got good enough reach to maintain the attack, and that could make it hard for Tai Tzu Ying. And then, of course, I also think that she's got to get used to a new coach in at least a number of the tournaments where, as you mentioned, Joe, it's Mulyo Handoyo, the former Indonesian. He's still Indonesian, but he's now coaching India. And that's different than being coached by Gopichan. And there's no doubt that Gopichan has had tremendous effect on the development of all the Indian players, but particularly PV Sindhu. No doubt about that.
Yeah. Yeah, finds the line. I was actually reading an article in the Indian newspapers this morning, Steen, about the influence of Handoyo, and Gopichan was talking about the fact that he's almost a victim of his own success. He didn't use that expression, but because so many of his players have started to do well in international terms, both the male and female players, that he just cannot give enough time to all players, and therefore he's had to bring in extra coaches.
Yeah. And so far, it seems like they've made a good choice with Handoyo.
7-5.
Indian players won Singapore Open and Indonesia Open last week, and the two winners actually played earlier today, with Srikanth moving on to the semi-final.
Oh, that's super. Great control to play that.
Wow, that was late.
It's too late.
Yeah, I agree.
That's too late.
Yeah, good umpiring. Here we're. What's she going to say? Hang on.
Too late.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Steen, and I agree with the umpire.
But I'm a little bit in doubt. I really want to see the situation.
7.
No, that landed on the line.
It would have been a wasted challenge. What I wanted to see was, where did she look? Because if you don't look at the linesman, sometimes the players, it takes a little while before they realize that it's called in or out, whatever it is.
Very good point. Oh, she's gifted that one.
Service over. 8-6.
How does she bend her back to play that round the head
Service
smash
over.
straight down the line?
7-8.
Well, Jill, I'll see if I can get Mia Odina on the phone. She can explain to you. But it's a lot like it.
Yeah, you're right. Mia Odina, of course, former Indonesian player, and 2 Olympic silver medals.
Yeah.
Service over. 9-7.
No, 2 body smashes in that rally from Sindhu.
10-7.
Very, very good first part of first game here by Sindhu, in my opinion.
That time it goes long. So a 4-point advantage
11-7
for
interval.
the world number 4. PB Sindhu. Just 8 minutes.
It just make point from your mistake. Much focus.
Something about focus there.
Yeah, and that she only makes points from your mistake. That means that they're reinforcing Sindhu that Tai Tzu Ying can't really score on her.
20 seconds.
Which is remarkable, since she's number 1 and has won I don't know how many matches. But I don't totally disagree with them. She's not really scoring that many points. Sindhu's got the reach and the defense to withstand all these deceptions. So if you get a feeling that your opponent can't score against you, that's the best feeling in the world.
11-7. Play. Pusarla, shuttle. Twelve, 7.
Well, when I watched Tai Tzu Ying yesterday against Thorachinok Intanon, it was the second game where she was nearest to us as we looked down on the court, and that's the game she struggled more in.
Yeah. I think she's playing with that little drift there is.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-13.
She must have hit 3 or 4 smashes straight down the line from that
Service
same
over.
position earlier on in this game. That time just mixes it up and goes cross-court.
Yeah, and it's more of a flat shot, but good variation, and she's more or less attacking on everything that comes to the backcourt from Tai Tzu Ying. Good shot.
Yeah, I think that Tai Tzu Ying in
Service
that rally
over.
was taking more initiative,
9,
and I have a feeling she
14.
should probably do more of that in the match.
Excellent. That was a deception that really bit on Sindhu here. We can see her upper body is going in a different direction.
10-14.
In my opinion, whenever Tai Tzu Ying plays the front court, Sindhu's got to play a drop shot. When Tai Tzu Ying plays the front court from the back court. Yeah. Downwards. And the reason why I think that is that it sort of neutralizes the attack. It's very hard for Tai Tzu Ying to continue the attack if Sindhu just blocks it.
Yeah. It's going wide.
Yeah. And again, from the backcourt, just plays this long drop shot. Really no power, no speed in it, but it neutralizes
10.
again. She's not allowed to hit another overhead shot, Tai Tzu Ying. Excellent tactical skills by Sindhu.
Well reached. Oh, my goodness, she's attacking well, is Pusarla.
And that's where the opponents, they think that they can put pressure on her, but she's got such a good reach that
10.
she often wins it with a smash. So the next question is Tai Tzu Ying
Change.
at the top of her game here in this match? I don't think she is. I think she's affected by that cold or flu, whatever she had in Indonesia, and the travel to here and so on. And probably also in search for a break eventually after a long spring and summer program.
Well, she won 6 consecutive tournaments between the Hong Kong Open last year and the Asian Championships in Wuhan in April. First player ever to win 6 consecutive tournaments that they played in. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have that same sparkle, does she?
19,
But all credit to
10.
Sindhu, who's played an excellent tactical game in this opening game and 2 points away from being 1 game up.
Oi, almost tripped there.
But still managed to play the winner.
20, game point,
Yeah.
10.
I mean, no matter what happens in the rest of the match, we can see that Sindhu is getting closer to her top form.
Game.
21-10. Opening
First
game.
game won by Pusarla v Sindhu.
Pusarla
21-10.
Sindhu in just 15 minutes against the world #1.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Breathtaking natural scenery is what draws visitors to the New South Wales South Coast. Home to one of the country's best dive sites, the trip to find it is just part of the experience. Brimming with unforgettable adventures, you can never run out of things to do. Jump on a boat and race the dolphins, or explore the beautiful bushlands and hike through the abundant rainforest. The Grand Pacific Drive is the perfect way to tour the region. You can do it all on the New South Wales South Coast, just an hour south of Sydney.
Bubble. Play.
So 1 game to the goods. Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. And a very comfortable opening game, 21-10. Oh, that's lovely from the world #1, Tai Tzu Ying.
Great touch.
Service over. 1 love.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, looks so casual playing that.
2 love.
Very odd-looking shot, but very effective. Called in. There's a challenge here from PV
Pusarla
Sindhu.
v Sindhu challenge.
So the
called
first challenge
in.
of quarterfinals day. 2 challenges per game. But if you're correct and the Hawkeye system overrules the line call, then you keep your challenge. So it's very like tennis. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? I'm on the line.
Challenge
Well done, line judge.
unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 3
It's a little difficult now for Sindhu because she can't really push the first shot to the baseline as she did. There's a try on it, and she's got to find the right length on those shots. But it's not so easy here because she probably is playing with a little bit of
4 love.
drift coming from her side of the court towards the opponent. Good call.
Service over. 1-4. Two, 4. Service over. 5-2. Service over. 3-5.
Oh, that was going wide. That's brilliantly played once again from Pusarla.
Service over.
Finds the line.
Yeah, and intercepts a little bit using her reach again. And I think she's about to find out, Sindhu, that the drift is not that severe, so so she can still play an almost normal game. That's a good punch clear.
It's fabulous.
Service over. 6-4.
She's giving it a bit more height on
Yeah,
the clear.
yeah, and using more cross clears would also be a good idea. Because of course,
Service
at least they've got
over.
a bit more court to work
5,
with.
6.
No, oh, reach. Oh, that's very long. Oh, back level. This is fascinating, you know, Steen, because,
6.
you know, we've been singing the praises of Tai Tzu Ying with that remarkable 6 titles in 6 tournaments played,
Yeah.
you know, 27 match-winning streak from the end of last year. That's found the line. And, you know, I can't help but think back to Roger Federer in 2008 when he was going for his 6th consecutive Wimbledon title. He lost a thrilling final to Rafa Nadal that year. And after that, despite being clearly the world #1, he seemed to have a crisis in confidence.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing in the Olympic Games in Beijing to James Blake, who had never lost to before, and he was losing early round of tournaments.
Service over.
And one seemed to think, but you're
7,
world #1, you're so
4.
clearly the best. It's only one loss, but that one loss, when you've been so dominant, can have a catastrophic effect on a player.
Yeah, it's like the air coming out of a balloon.
Yes.
Sometimes, and perhaps also, I mean, how would you rate Tai Tzu Ying
Service
in a good
over.
way here? I mean, how would you
8,
rate any
7.
player
Pusarla. Shuttle.
without knowing what is the form level of the other players? I mean, when do you have all players at 100%? When do all players try to be at 100%? At the World Championships and at the Olympics.
Yeah.
And that's what counts. So we shouldn't disregard in any way, and it's been beautiful to watch, and she would be the favorite to win the World Championship if she had
Service
chosen
over.
to participate, Tai Tzu Ying.
8.
But what happens here after the Olympics, I mean, Chen Long hasn't won a tournament. If you bet against Chen Long winning the World Championships, I think you're in trouble. I think, to me, he's the favorite because he hasn't forgotten to play badminton.
No.
But probably has been preoccupied with other
9,
stuff and played a little badminton
8.
on the side as well.
Yeah.
We have Carolina Marin, who's won the Olympics, the last 3 Europeans, and the last 2 World Championships. I mean, you don't come home from the Olympics and say, now I want to win the Denmark
10,
Open and the French Open and the China Open and the Hong Kong Open. Yeah, you would like to win them, but do you want to put in the work that's you
That
need
gets
to
you
put in?
To get you to that peak at that
Exactly,
particular moment.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good points. Just one.
That's a challenge.
No,
No?
she hasn't, and it's a run of 4 straight
11,
points
8.
to take
Interval.
Pusarla Venkata Sindhu to a 3-point advantage here in the second game.
不要手机，如果你这样推不舒服，你就打弓。那记得弓完上网之后一定会上网，上网前这一块有挑，那个一定要到位。你不要，你这次先不用做，因为他今天都有注意到这个，你因为第一时间先出手，开始有在注意你的网速，所以你这个东西先。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1,
Oh,
20
they seem very
seconds.
positive in their gestures there, the Indian coaches. I'm just following up on the excellent points you were making there, Steen. I've always thought this
11,
lady is a big
8.
tournament player.
She definitely is a
Play.
tournament player. I thought about it in the beginning of the match. I mean, she won 2 world bronze medals, and she was the one creating a lot of the upsets in the Olympics.
Yep.
So she's a really, really tough player to beat at the big occasions where she's focused, been doing focused training. And that's a very, very good thing to be hard to beat. But the tides have turned a little bit coming into the World Championships here, because that Olympic silver medalist and still Marin without a tournament victory since the Olympics, except from the European Championships. That places Sindhu amongst the 2-3 hot favorites to win the World Championship.
Yeah.
And there's a huge difference coming from behind, trying to make surprises and doing as well as you possibly could, and then sort of defending your favorite worthiness.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Well-constructed rally from Tai Tzu Ying.
Service over. 10-12.
It's interesting that Tai has chosen to play another event at the same time as the Worlds, and I think it's risky because you don't get that many chances to win the World Championships.
No. Well, you see, that's interesting because, you know, I read the newspaper report where she said...
that was her point.
That was her point. She
Yeah.
said there's a World Championship every year, apart from Olympic year,
Yes.
and I'll have plenty more chances. But will she be at the top of her form
Exactly.
in comparison to all the other
Exactly.
players at other years?
Exactly.
You don't know that.
No.
Sport is all about taking your opportunities when they arise.
Yeah.
Got to grasp them.
What if she suddenly gets another injury?
Yeah.
We've seen her been injury prone in the years before this season here.
Yeah. Off balance.
Service over.
She tried to play that.
11-13.
So in order to sort of test that way of thinking, we can think back of Li Shuru, who was the big surprise in 2012, winning a number of tournaments, being selected for the Olympics and winning that.
Yeah.
And hasn't won any big championships ever since.
No.
So good for her that she took the chance when the Olympics was there in 2012.
Precisely. Well, this has been a good fight back by Tai Tzu Ying. Back level. Oh, yeah, clearly got in a bit of a muddle, lost her spatial awareness. Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
14-13. Change.
Yeah. She was going to play around the head shot, then she realised she'd have to play a backhand. Completely lost her spatial awareness. Oh, that's delightful. So is that defence. Oh, so tough.
She's got to be really careful when she uses that cross smash, because when Tai is alert to it,
13.
she almost creates a winner from the defense. She can't really reach it. Sindhu. Tai plays it so close to the net that it's impossible to get it over.
5 straight points. Make it 6 straight points.
16-13.
And more importantly, 8 of the last 10 points for this lady.
Service over. 14-16.
at that skill. I thought she was going to lift it. Tai Tzu Ying now is commanding the rallies.
She is. She is.
Service over. 17-14.
So they clearly found something in the coaching situation. Was it 8-11?
Yes, you're right. 3 points adrift.
Which started to work at 10-13 or something like that.
Making Pusarla move the full diagonal of the court.
Exactly.
18-14.
Longest distance to run.
Pusarla. Change.
A little bit like in the beginning of this second game. So important for Sindhu to stay in balance. If she's off balance, she won't be able to reach Tai's net shot.
Good take off the top of the tape, though, on that occasion.
Service over.
But I agree completely.
18.
I understand what you're saying. The problem is, for any opponent of Tai Tzu Ying, how do you stay in balance? Because she's so deceptive.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's about being alert to what actually is going on. That the net game is opened by
18.
pressure on the backcourt, especially to the forehand side.
Overdone it. Wow. There's only 1 point in it now.
17-18.
I think perhaps Sindhu got a little bit too confident on 10-13, or 13-10 actually, it was in her favor.
Yes, it was.
Very good placement. Also in the defense by Sindhu, it's not only Tai who can play those tight defensive shots.
Yeah, what a time to do it. Beautiful block. 18 all. It's gone wide. And on a run of 5 straight points,
19,
Sindhu goes back
18.
into the lead. Good smash. Well, for all us neutrals, we'd love to see a third game of this. Tight net play.
Thank you.
So this rally will decide who
19
has either a game point or a match point. Good rally too. Oh. Well, the error from Tai Tzu Ying. And a verbal celebration
Service over.
from PV Sindhu
20,
because now she's on the verge of victory.
90.
Match point opportunity. Look at that. Can't celebrate too soon. Still need another point. Oh, that's gone wide. 20 all, and extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
20-10. all.
Now the error from Pusarla. And would you believe it, having just
21,
saved a match point.
20.
Now Tai Tzu Ying an opportunity to make it 1 game all.
Sindhu, play.
Lets it drop long, indeed it is 1 game all. Surviving
Second
a
game,
match
1-5,
point
Tai Tzu
opportunity
Ying,
to clinch the second game, 22-20. And Tai Tzu Ying, the world #1, is still in this quarterfinal.
last point. 高点，你就直接直着高，直着你更回来靠这样子，因为你这个起来，你拿到手发卡它很不舒服，啊，你在往想要去跑没有必要，啊，记得往前，不往前。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu has to put that match point opportunity out of her mind. Easier said than done, Steen.
Yeah, I think she's capable of doing it. She was let in after being in
Final game.
contention. Let it slip away.
Level.
Being let in and had a chance, but I think she's going to come back here in the third game.
Play.
So third and deciding game. I think you're spot on about the drift, Steen.
Service over.
Definitely think it's going a little quicker
Love.
towards that far end.
The question is how much these diagonal runs is going to put pressure on Sindhu physically.
It's gone long as well. So do you think she's doing more physical work in the match so far?
Yeah, she's made to run on the long diagonal between forehand, long forehand corner, short backhand corner, and long backhand, short forehand, and that's definitely a good idea. Great tactical
Oh, it's challenging.
adjustments.
Pusarla v Sindhu challenge.
Well, I think that's a wasted challenge. I
Out.
saw that as clearly out.
Yeah, I agree.
But what does Hawkeye say? Yes, they agree with the line judge and with us.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Also, apart from running the full
Service over.
diagonal of the court, being made to
1,
run that
Yeah.
Pusarla,
2.
she's always having to change direction, and that's physically very draining.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Laura's challenge now from Tai Tzu Ying. It's her first
Tai
challenge of
Tzu
the
Ying
match.
challenge called out.
She waits to see on the giant screen in the stadium here. Clearly out.
Challenge unsuccessful. Tai Tzu Ying, 1 challenge remaining. Service over, 3-1.
Well, I think both players realise
Service
how
over.
dangerous the other is
2,
with overhead shots from the back of
3.
the court. They're therefore desperate to get the shuttle as deep as possible and not leaving themselves any margin for error. And it's 1 or 2 errors. That's gone rolling. My goodness me, what on earth was she trying to do there?
Service over, 4-2. Service over.
I think once in a while, Sindhu should try and
4.
play back at Tai Tzu Ying there at the net instead of just lifting on the second one. Plays the net, the first one when Tai Tzu Ying comes up, plays back at her, Sindhu lifts. And if there's one thing you can't be here, then it's predictable.
Oh, unbelievable defence. Oh! An even better attack from Sindhu. Oh, goodness me. How did she get that one back, Tai Tzu Ying? Not the 4th smash of the rally.
Thank you. Tai. Service over, 5-3.
Badly deflected by the net cord, that smash from Tai
Service
Tzu Ying.
over, 4-5.
Yeah, impossible timing. You start your defensive shot as your opponent is playing the smash, and then if the shuttle gets deflected by the net cord, you've got no hope really.
Great control.
Yeah. I think this is a new development
Service
with
over.
PV Sindhu.
Yes,
6,
much better on the front
4.
court in finishing the rallies.
Clever.
Almost baseball defense.
Yeah, swaying the body out of the way, giving herself the freedom to play the defensive shot. Look at this. Yeah, well played. Aimed towards her right shoulder, and she was able to deal with it. Service error. Is that the first of the match?
Service
I think it
over,
might be.
5-8.
Yeah, you're right. There's the lift again. Oh, that's wild.
She was going for the winner. She was going for the winner there.
8.
Wasn't a whole lot of room, because if it's within reach from for Tai Tzu Ying, it would be an excellent defensive shot to the short corner.
Well, that was the first sign to me, Steen, that maybe a little bit of fatigue from Pusarla. Didn't really get herself in position there.
Or a little impatience also. That 8-4 lead, then you start to think ahead, say, oh, 11-4, that looks fine. And you get a little bit ahead of yourself. So I think it's important to be patient, take your time in between rallies, and be ready to work really, really hard when the rallies are on.
Well, that was a sensational net shot from Tai Tzu Ying. Bring herself back level, force the error.
8-all.
Yeah, I like that much better towards the body of Tai Tzu Ying.
Service over.
A little bit more
9,
difficult to play them
8.
totally precise, the defensive shots. And that's what she's been doing so brilliantly since the middle of the second game. It's in.
Good return.
Service over. 9-all.
Good rally. Oh, my word. Oh, ends with a shocker.
And a very good example of
Service over.
getting one shot more
10,
back than the opponent expects.
9.
Yes,
Forces the error from Tai Tzu Ying.
yeah, because she's so used to with opponents. She's so deceptive, and she's able to play so many winners that she's getting a little bit frustrated, I think, against Pusarla, that what is normally her winners aren't winners. Now the Olympic
11-9
silver medalist has a
interval.
2-point advantage at the change of ends here in this third and deciding game. 51 minutes into the match, and only 2 points separate them.
Yeah. Still not strong, yeah.
Court 1, 20
Yeah.
seconds.
Terus apa tu? Okay.
Court 1,
Masuk itu dulu.
20 seconds.
Well, neither of these players have ever reached the semi-final at this particular Super Series event.
Pusarla.
For both of them, furthest they've gone is quarter-final stage. One of them's going to better that
11-9.
record.
Play.
I think we're going to see Sindhu trying to direct her smashes a little bit more toward, not necessarily directly at the body, but in the middle of the half court, so to speak. So it's not totally at the lines.
12-9.
Well, her follow-up there was directly at her opponent, which you liked from the smash position
Yeah,
a little earlier on.
good shot, good shot.
That's marvellous, isn't it?
Change.
Her whole body shows that it's going to be a smash. And then just
Service over.
before she hits the shot,
10.
her
12.
opponent is taking out of it. plate. Excellent. Last 2 smashes towards the middle of the court. The area, 1.5 meters to each side of the middle line. And it makes it difficult for Tai Tzu Ying to play, to make Sindhu run the diagonal. It's 13-10 again, Joe.
You're thinking back to game 2, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sindhu managed to progress further.
10.
It all changed from 13-10 in that second, didn't it? It was a remarkable turnaround. Now, is that the situation that you wanted to play another net shot, Sindhu?
11.
Oh, I didn't really pay enough attention to see that.
Here we go.
No.
No.
No, not that one, because the net shot from Tai is so good that she can stay there. But sometimes she plays it and goes back, waiting for the lift, and that's where I would like her to play it.
Okay.
But I think we're going to see Tai Tzu Ying attack a bit more now. Try to keep net and attack whenever it's possible. So it's going to be a battle for the initiative.
Oh, lovely net exchange.
And Sindhu is not going to win with direct net exchanges. I couldn't imagine that.
12-14. Sindhu, ready.
Good shot.
Closing down the deficit.
13-14.
Yeah, that is a great shot, isn't it? Just 1 point in it now. And back level. 4 straight points.
14.
For the world #1.
All.
What a terrific smash. Pinpoint accuracy straight down the line.
15-14.
Wonderful.
Almost 5 quick points there.
Nice, good follow-up.
Service over. 15 all.
Yeah, held that backhand kill
Sindhu
until
shuttle.
the last moment.
Play.
One game all, 15 all.
Excellent. She's been so well right now, Tai Tzu Ying.
Service over. 16-15.
One of Sindhu's problems is that she can't really get out of the service situation in a good way. She can't seem to put enough pressure on Sindhu on the service return. No, sorry, on Tai. On the service return. She doesn't have that many deceptions on the service returns.
Oh, backhand smash.
Wide.
And
And she's reacting to everything. Sindhu, this is looking really good for the world #1.
15.
7 of the last 8 points for Tai Tzu Ying. It's gone wide as well.
And it's a different way she's winning on this far side of the court now than it was in the second game. The diagonal that we talked about, Sindhu closed that down, but Tai opened up another flank, so to speak.
Oh, slowly rolling. Rolling.
So 9 out of the last 10 points.
Yeah.
19.
That's what we call a shift in momentum. Incredible. There's still only 4 points in it, though.
Attack, yes.
Oh, what a net shot. That is sensational. 10 straight points.
20.
I do beg your
Match
pardon.
point.
It's 10 of 11
50.
points, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it is match point opportunities. Oh, what a save. What a save.
Line judge.
But this match has clearly shown that
Line judge.
not only is Tai Tzu Ying fast and has fantastic technical skills, she also has great tactical capabilities.
Yeah. Well, her coach never shows much expression, does he?
Thank you.
No, he seems a little bored.
Service over.
He's seen it all before.
Yeah.
Well,
16.
still another 4
20.
opportunities for Tai Tzu Ying to close out this quarter-final. Well, that is a remarkable comeback from 10-14 down in this deciding game. Tai Tzu Ying closes it out 21-16. She survived a match point opportunity in the second game, exactly an hour in duration.
10, 21,
And Tai Tzu Ying
22,
has
20,
just shown
21,
why she is the world
16.
#1. I had my doubts. I thought perhaps there was a crisis in confidence. I thought perhaps that the bubble had burst, as you described it, Steen. But seeing that end of that third game, yeah, a little acknowledgement there from Tai Tzu Ying. That was a tough one. 10-21, 22-20, 21-16 in the deciding game. So our next match is men's doubles after that excellent women's singles, and it features the Malaysian youngsters Ong and Teo against Liu Cheng and the Olympic champion Jiang Nan. After that we'll have mixed doubles and the former All England champions